Let me see. Okay, time is showing. Give me a thumbs up if you see me, and so you can hear me because I'm testing a new microphone today. So let's see. I think we looks like everything's okay. Um, yeah. Okay. So today is January 7, 2026, and I'll be talking about end of the year and upcoming news for the 2026. So I'm Natalia from Natalia Yarncraft. So and I'm designing pattern for knitter, for crocheters, and as end of the last year also Tunisian crochet. So and I think in December, beginning of December, I did my first YouTube live, and before a few years I made Instagram lives, but Instagram changed the rules and now I can't do it. So if you already subscribed on YouTube, please also check if you subscriber on all and follower on my Instagram, because I need to reach 1,000 followers because I to do lives again on Instagram. So please click the follow button on Instagram, and I have the same handle, Natalia_Yarncraft. So, and today is like a little summary of the 2025 year and what we'll be doing in 2026. At least some of the plans. But yeah, lives happened and plans and reality usually going different directions. Anyway, so last month in December, I talked about two big events on one on Ravelry and one on off Ravelry. So Indie Gift Alone happened from the, I think, 20th or 21st November till the end of December, and about the same days was for Fast and Off Yarn Along. So all the events ends, and now people like getting notifications. I think it's already all the emails were sent if you get a prize or if you can fill out some survey form after the event and so and so. But the main event, yeah, it's finished, and it will be next year by the end of November for the next year. So for the this year already, it's already 2026. And I was participating designer in Indie Gift Along and in Fast and Off Yarn Along. And not only I participate with my designs, but also I participate as a crafter and made several projects during these events. And I think I showed you last time one project that I finished and a few that I was working on. So today I can show you what I finished and I have a total 5. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I didn't plan so many, but it's happened. So, and I'll go by the finish date so you can. And in this description of this live, I'll also add all the links to all the patterns and designers of this project. So if you want to make the same, just find the description over there. Okay, the first one, I think I showed you last time, this fingerless mitts, and the name Houndstooth Mittens by Andrea Cretu, and she is on all the socials and websites as Yarn Andy. So, and yeah, all the projects that I make are in Tunisian crochet. So end of the year was all the things that I made was in Tunisian crochet. So here are mittens, very fun and interesting texture here, but the stitch was pretty simple. So yeah, now it's sun coming. It was so gloomy and gray, and now the sun. Okay, I try to turn off then the light. Okay, maybe this is better. So anyway, fingerless mittens, one project. No, it's too dark now. Yeah, is this better? I don't know. Okay. The next project that I made is let me see the name, is Tunisian lattice top by creations by Courtney. So, and this, I think I show you the work in progress. I don't want to wear it right now because it's pretty warm. It's merino wool, but I can show you a little bit if I stand. Okay, this is the top. So it's made with two rectangular panels, and at the bottom is ribbing. And the stitch was also pretty relaxing and easy. I think it's involved Tunisian double crochet. So I think for me, double crochet is always easy to work somehow than singles and all others. And so this was pretty relaxing project for me. And I did a little bit different at the bottom. So the designer has two panels crossing each other a little bit, and then work the ribbing at the connecting panels and the ribbing at the same time. But I did a little bit different. I did two panels and then separately made ribbing because I had little bit different yarn weight and was adjusting my size, and so that's why I decided to make this ribbing separately and then connect and see what is also kind of on a almost plain yard chicken, but not exactly. But I wasn't sure if I will have enough yarn, so that's why I did. Okay, let's do ribbing and see if it fits, and so, and then connect just. I think I did like a whip stitch. And for this red top, I used Lisu. I have no idea how to pronounce Lisu yarn, and it's a hand-dyed superwash merino, 100%. Yeah, and I think it's DK weight, and the color is raspberry. It's a red, but it's not like a Christmas red. It's a raspberry red, more like a little bit muted to red. Yeah, and it was my like a Christmas top. Okay, the next project is, I'm looking at my list and my Ravelry projects. I always add all what I made in a Ravelry projects, so I can connect to the patterns, to the yarn, if I use no very known yarn. So it's like this and this. What is coming here? Stickers? I don't know what is here. Anyway. Yeah, so that's why I'm looking on my Ravelry page. Excuse me. And the next project was actually a test during fast and off yarn along. I also did a test for Lauren McCoy. She is to crochet or not on websites and on socials. And I did test for her. It's also Tunisian, and it's a cowl. So the idea for I think design was to use sock a bundle of fingering weight, like a skein of variegated and little bit of um, tone or solid colors, just contrast, kind of contrast, or yeah. And I didn't have a sock set, so I used what I had on hand. And yeah, do you see? You work this way from top to bottom, flat piece, and then make a seam, and also work the ribbing separately on the side. So if we work cowl this way, then ribbing is these short rows here, not short rows like in the meaning of short rows in knitting, but I mean not so tall this way, and going around the top and the bottom of the cowl, and connect as you go. So you work every row and connect to the main part of the cowl. And it's worked on, so it's in fingering weight. I used Blue Ridge yarns kaleidoscope, I think it is a name, and the Mossy Hollow is the colorway. Yeah, typical, I think, sock yarn, 400 yards. Is this only merino, or I don't see it here? If it has nylon, or let me see in on Ravelry database. Yeah, it's 100% merino. So for the main part, for the body of the cowl, I use this Blue Ridge yarn. I have no idea where I got and when I got it. But yeah, so because I had only one skein and nothing else. But for the contrast color, I use a little bit different type of yarn. It has more than just wool. It's mostly acrylic. It's a mix of acrylic, 60% acrylic, 20% wool, and 20% nylon. It's a yarn bee pigment fiber. So it was like a set of, I think, 6 tiny balls in different colors. So I used several of them for my design arrow stripe cowl crochet design with let's work in crochet color work. So, and I have some of them left in different. So each color. This is like a burgundy red. This is dark gray. I also was in this set light blue and light gray, olive, and I think dark blue. So you see, this is very interesting color combination was in this set. So I didn't use all the color in one project. I used some of them in one, some of them in another. So anyway, this color was pretty good together with this multicolor. So that's why I decided to go and work contrast part in this yarn. Okay, this was, oh, I forgot to say the name of the cowl. Ripples of Change Cowl by Lauren McCoy, and she is, I told you already, to crochet or not with a K. Okay. 1, 2, 3. What's next? Next is a hat. So this was interesting project. So hat works in the round, and to work Tunisian crochet in the round, you need to have hook, double-sided hook. So on both sides of your hook, you need to have actual hook. And I didn't have the right size in double-sided, but I have already a set of interchangeable with cables, and I like the set that I decided to order the same set exactly, so I can use two hooks from one of the sets and connect them with the cable. So I have actually here. So this is the hook. So, and I have the second, the same size hook, and I connect them to the other side of the cable. And that's how I got to the double-sided hook. And because I need to wait for the order to come. And so I started the head, then was ordering the hooks, and then waiting, and then finally was working also on the other project. And finally, when the set arrived, I work on this head. Very interesting texture, but because it's already Tunisian, it's pretty dense fabric. And also I worked with double strands of actually the same yarn bee pigment and fiber yarn. So this is the dark gray, and this is the light gray. And so this is pretty warm hat here. Let me show you. But it's nice and cozy, and so it's not for our North Carolina weather, but maybe if you go some other colder place, I'll use it. And the name of the design is Glencoe Tunisian Beanie by Michelle Masquet, and she is Tales of Knots design. So yeah, this, so here also you can see the wrong side of the head. So basically, if I decide to go without a pom-pom, I can use any side, this light or this one. This looks more fun for me. More contrast, more like yeah. But this is also interesting texture, and you can see all these return passes in the worked in the lighter gray color. And the ribbing was made first like this way, and then picked up stitches on the side of the ribbing and then worked this way. Here, because it's a pretty heavy fabric, and the crown was drastically decreased and the top, so I think it's maybe if I'll do it again, I'll work a little bit extra rows to decrease, so it's not like you see these many pieces of the fabric in the center of the head. So, but yeah, it sits pretty good on the head, and ta-da, it's done. Oh, it's warm. Yeah, the yarn for the head is the same. Yeah, I already said yarn B, pigment and fiber. So, and because I think it's let me see, I think it's fingering weight as light, even light fingering, but I worked double strength, so it's not exactly decay, I think, but it is more like a decay. But anyway, even it's a thin thread, it's a little bit dense. If you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, this was done with this yarn, and I can move it. Okay, I think this, no, I have even more project in this yarn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and I didn't plan to work more during this yarn alongs, but then I won a prize, a pattern from Marike van Bommel. She is Solace and Stitches for the website and socials. And I like, okay, I'll see how this works. But 1 week later, I finished the project. And this is the shawl, pretty narrow, but you start with one end and work in stripes and increase and then start decreasing. And this is how it's going. So the pattern name is Two of Us Shawl by Marike van Bommel. So she is Solace in Stitches. And yeah, again, I use these tiny balls, and I had 2 balls of, I think it's 25 gram each ball in this dark blue, but I didn't have enough for the light blue, so I think I had like a 1.5 ball. So I decided to work increase part in dark blue and light blue, and then when I came to the part, okay, I finished with the light blue, and then I can use different color, and I add olive and start decreasing part with stripes in dark blue and olive. So this is how it's this is the tip, and because it's more than 50% acrylic, so it's not exactly blocking exactly as I would like for the here for the tips, so it's not stay sharp. And but anyway, it's soft and it's nice going around your neck if you need something extra for warmth and just to play around with your yarn. It's very relaxing project. So just work one row, like a forward and return pass in one color, and next row in second color, and I think every other row increases, and then in decreasing part it's a little bit different. But anyway, nice project. So just as I start working, okay, two more rows, and that's it. To the end of the shawl was every time two more rows. Yeah, this was my journey during fast and off and indie gift. I think 2 of these 5 projects were made for the indie gift, because designer participated in the indie gift, and 4 out of 5, one project was like in both alongs. So, and 4 other out of 5 were for the fast and off yarn along. So this was like a pretty busy December with the crafting and all the Tunisian practices. And now I work more relaxed, and I don't need to like be very focused on every stitch. But I also worked. So I think the most that I need to pay attention was the head, because it's working around, and if you're not familiar with Tunisian around, so you basically work some of the row in forward pass, and then partial row in the return pass, and then alternate. It's not like you start the row and you finish the row. You work something and then going opposite direction some stitches, and you work again some stitches of the same row and then back. It's interesting, and because it was my first project in around, I was like reading the instruction and I'm like, what? I don't need to finish the row, but I already need to go backwards. It's like, okay, let's do it again. Okay, let's work this way, and then okay, let's stop and let's work this way. But when you start figuring out and start hanging with these stitches and see what's going on really, maybe also was a little bit challenging that it was involved 2 colors. But on the other hand, when you work with 2 colors, you know, like you work forward in one color and always backward in return pass in other colors. So you're not mixing them basically. And you see your work in progress at this point and this point, like on both forward and return. Anyway, this was my first in-round project. It was interesting to dive and see how it actually works. Okay. Yeah, and this was for all the big events, Yarnal, Indie Gift Along and Fast and Off Yarnal. And so I'm not separating directly in my head these 2 events, because I participate in both of them, and as a designer, as a crafter. But all the chatting and games and celebration and so on. So we are, of course, in two different places. And I start with a good intention to be more involved in these kind of chats, but as months were going, plus kids went on a winter break, so it's like I can wrap my head around to be more online than I want. But anyway, um, this was, yeah, it's always fun to join and see what other people doing and also play games. I was I think games on indie gift along was designer hunt, so you can find in a thread, you can find some kind of pictures and you can figure out um, of these pictures if you can guess the name of the design, and if you can find this in the bundle of all the designs, you can send the answer to moderator so who runs these games. And I think last year, not I mean not a 2025 but previous 2024, I also won a prize during this designer hunt game, but it was it was fun to guess, also to send and receive. So usually it's not like if you guess right and you send, it's first who guessed the right answer is the winner. Um, they change it, like today it will be 25th who guessed the right answer, or tomorrow it will be, I don't know, 57 who yeah, it's not like you need to be there at the first moment of the question. Yeah, very interesting. Also on the fast and off, there were more games and more chatting involved in on a Discord. I participated in Discord. I think they also have different uh, different channels, not only Discord, for the fast and off yarn along. But anyway, so it is many things that you can participate, but you also can just be there and work on your projects and just show your work in progress and then finished project pictures. And so if you are more chatty, you welcome to all the chats. If you're more quiet person, you just be there on the other side of the screen. And you can look also during fast and off yarn along. We had several designer conversation or designers chat, or in Discord was like ask me any questions. So it was like a messaging, so people can text and then the designer will answer in text, so not like a video. And I did one designer conversation with two other designers, and I will add this link to this description, but you can also find this and other conversation on Fast and Off Yarn Along YouTube channel. And the chat that I was doing also, it's a collaboration. I have no idea that you can do this on YouTube. So it's a collaboration between my channel and Fast and Off Yarn Along channel. So it is showing on my homepage on YouTube. So I think it's right now it's at the bottom, like collaboration. And this is the link. Yeah. Okay. So what else is happening last December? Let me see the list. Oh yeah, the other event that I was also a little bit talking last chat, and it was during the December from 1st to 24th, is 24 days of quickies with Marley Bird and friends. So during this event, it was a blog hop event. So Marley Bird hosted this, and she has a blog post where you can find every day different patterns from different designers, plus her Marley Bird also patterns. And during the 24-hour window, each of these patterns were free as a PDF download. And I did 2 of my patterns. One knit yarn tasting scarf. It's not a new pattern, but I think it was fun to add this as idea how you can use different scrap yarn basically, if you have one main color and then add extra thing in between. And my newest published pattern, double scrap cowl, it's a crochet pattern, also was featured on one of the days during this 24 quickies blog event. Yeah, and it was fun to also see how people going and what they watching. And Marley also hosted every day of this event YouTube live stream. So she and I forgot the other name, lady. There were conversation and topics about different stuff, but also here is like a pattern of the day for today is this and this and this. You can find on their website or the blog of this designer, and they were going to blog post on the designer page and so. And yeah, it was great to see some traffic coming my way, because I'm not much a blogger, but I do have blog post on my website about each of my designs. So the kind of like a story, how it was created, how it's happened, this design, and a little bit more, for example, about stitch pattern or some other extra that I was thinking about this design and what kind of yarn, more explanation sometimes, if why I choose this yarn, for example, how I feel about this yarn, how I like or not like, and so on. So every design has its own blog post, and you can see all the information. And also, because I'm offering my designs on Ravelry and on Payhip, so you can find links to both platforms and so on. So but I'm not like a promoting blog, and usually it's a few views only on the blog. And during this 24 days of quickies, it was nice to see, okay, people coming here, people reading and liking. And at some point, even my website host sent me, it's unusual traffic, something, something. And yes, it's unusual. Usually it's not traffic, but it's now people coming and seeing these posts. Um, yeah, and also, yeah, so my two designs was on December something 17 and 19. Yeah, and I hoped also to watch live on these days Marley live stream. So, and say hi and thank you for the hosting this event and promoting from your side this event and so and so. It was great. And also added on the blog post. So if not added, like asking asking politely, if you like and download the pattern, please subscribe to any of my socials or like YouTube or Instagram or also newsletters. And I try to be I try to send more newsletters, but don't worry, you won't get from me many things in your inbox. So it's don't worry, it won't be every every day newsletter or email from me. That's but collecting emails, and it is more way to secure for me, so I have your information, and if I need something to send directly to people, if something will happen Instagram or YouTube or whatever, then I have direct contact with people and can send them, okay, this is what happening, and this is what happening. So this is plus how Instagrams work right now. Like I think people barely see posts that they subscribed and follow people. They see most like commercials and so and so. But anyway, it's different different topic. Yeah, so this was crafting and events during most of December, and by the kind of close to Christmas, I decided, so I don't want to make more projects during the fast and off or during the indie gift. I want to start working on something my own. Also at that point, for the birthday, so my birthday is in December, and I got a couple new books, and one of them, let me show you, two are dictionary, stitch dictionary, knit dictionary with color work. So the one is alternate stitch dictionary, 200 modern knitting motifs by Andrea Rengel. So you see lots of color work, and so basically all the, look at this. And so all the stitches are in charts because it's color work. Rocket ship, hippos, pig, and just different kind of leaves and swirls. So 200 different color work stitches. It was fun to look and see, and some ideas popping in my head. what I can use and what I can make. And also one, again, with color work is the Doodle Knit Directory by Jamie Longs. So maybe you saw the cards, doodle cards, um, from the same person, and this is the book with also with the charts. You can see, and also few explanation about how you can use this chart to make some kind of projects. For example, if you want to do a mittens, how you can use and what kind of chart you can use, what is like sock with the sock and the hat and the what else here, bowl of yarn and cup of coffee and so and so. So many different fun doodle doodle chart, and you can work different color work projects. So, but this is two neat books for neat stitch dictionary. But because I'm still in my Tunisian crochet era right now, and one more was this book, Tunisian Crochet Stitch Dictionary with 501 stitches to explore by Lori Harrison. She is a Chloe design on all her socials and website. So, and here also you can find 500 stitches. Lace and cables and texture, and some are, for example, with description and charts. Not all of them, some just description, and also lots of them like if you work front bar or if you work back bar for the stitches, if you work extension, and so it's like very thorough the process of creating some of the stitches, not just like stitch combination to create stitch pattern. Yeah, and several also with color work, not color work like color work, but like using several colors. I think a few also for mosaic, and a little bit in the round. I didn't try them yet, so but it's lots of stitches to explore. And I was trying some of them, and this and this, and tried some combination of the stitches, and that's how I started working on my project. I didn't think far ahead, but I like the stitch, and okay, if I do this and this, maybe I will go and make some kind of project. And I start using the yarn Queensland collection, coastal cotton ocean mist, and it's 100% cotton. The exact colorway is Lucky Bay. And at the end, I make a shawl. It's not a big, but it's a decent size. Okay, this is how it looks. And you see here a few things. I decide, so because I had only 3 skeins, it's a total 300 grams, and because it's a cotton, it's not soft like merino, and you can wrap and stretch it much. I decided to go and use these little ties so you can secure your shawl on your shoulders. Or you can, yeah, you can even make a little shrug and put your ties in the back, you see, for the to cover your just shoulders. And this is how it's look. And also, I don't want to go around my head, but you can also do as a cowl. Excuse me, and work in this way. Anyway, yeah, this was like, let's start something and work. This how this shawl happened. And this how much yarn is left from the 3 skeins. Oh, I need a little bit more hot beverage. Sorry. And the name of this shawl will be Horizon Tunisian Shawl, because when you work Tunisian, at least this particular stitch, you work the 1/2 of the, let me show, I don't know how, 1/2 of the shawl, it's leaning one direction, and the second it should be leaning in different, but how stitches are combined, it's a little bit different on the 2 sides. And I call it horizon. It's like a, this is horizon line, and the above is, and below is a little bit different. It's like a shimmering lights on the water. This and this, it's in reality it is the same, but if you look through the water, it's kind of a little bit different. This is how idea for the name came. And because I like this stitch so much, after I make this one, I decided to try also a different yarn. And what I had on hand is worsted acrylic, big box store acrylic yarn, but in nice colors, mint and sage. And this is my second one with the same stitch pattern. And yeah, it's more like a half blanket. Yesterday I was finishing it, and waving ends, and like it was sitting on my lap, and I was like, oh, it's warm and cozy. Maybe I stay here. And yeah, this is the second, and the border is just little fun, like I call them petals, but it's more like a triangle things. Anyway, by the end of the week, I'll be opening a test for this shawl. I need to finish videos because I want to add videos to the pattern. I need to finish the how I start. So basically you have one row to repeat through the whole shawl, but the starting point is a little bit different. So after you work your starting point, then you just go with the same row. That's like a mindless project for you if you you need to work on something that's not involve much brain. This will be your project. But I want to add YouTube tutorial for the beginning of the shawl, and some also mark some points when you need to pay attention. So the test will be by the end of the week, this week. So probably Saturday or Sunday, depending on when I have light for the video to do, and so and so. But I also almost finished the pattern that I show you last. I think I did show you last a month, but if not, I talked about a little bit the amazing cowl. It's a Tunisian also, and it's Tunisian mosaic, and it is my crochet version of the knit mosaic. Amazing, amazing cowl. Because the shawl will come by the end this week, so the test for this one I will be doing next week. So it's not mixing two of them at the same time. I don't know how long should I open test for the shawl. It's a very quick, in my opinion, project. Plus, you can work as long as you want. As so, basically, for example, this cotton version is with 3 skeins of yarn, and it is show us a run weight, and the acrylic version is in worsted weight. I used a little bit more yardage in acrylic, so it's a little bit longer. For how many weeks? It will be 3 weeks enough, or should I go for 4 weeks for the test? Probably I'll open the 3 plus possible extension. We'll see. So anyway, if you would like to make a shawl in Tunisian crochet, subscribe to my newsletter, because I will be sending first a newsletter with the tasting. But I do tasting on a yarn pond, so it will be visible there anyway after. So, but if you want to direct links and so on, more info about the test and so on, better way to subscribe to my newsletter. Um, what else? Yeah. So, and if you like to do Tunisian cowl, so it will be next week open for the probably by the end of the next week for the cowl. The test also will be on Yarn Pond. What else for today on today's agenda? I think I made all what I wanted. Okay, let's wrap it up. Um, so yeah, the events, December events are done. New designs, at least test testing for new designs are coming for 2 new designs. They are in Tunisian crochet, so if you're a Tunisian crocheter, please reach out and be in a lookout for yarn pond test. And what else? What else? Yeah, I think that's it for today. And if you have any, let me see what's going on here. Okay, I don't think there is any comments, just saying hi and so. Okay. The recording, I think it's automatically available on YouTube because it's a YouTube live. I will also add to my Instagram extra link for later. I don't know if it's a different link or it's the same before before. I don't know. So anyway, after the recording will be available, and so I'll add a link to the Instagram also. And if you're not on Instagram, follow not on me on Instagram, please click the follow button. And yeah, I think that's it. If everything goes smoothly, I hope I will be doing this again next month. I try to get back to my monthly routine lives after my little break last year. But yeah, if everything goes smoothly, yeah, probably in beginning of February, I will be doing this again. So I try to schedule this event so it is visible, I think, on for the subscribers. As I understand, so I'm not like exactly know everything about YouTube steps and so on. But anyway, I hope I see you next month, and yeah, be on lookout for the newsletter about the upcoming two tests in Tunisian crochet for the shawl and for the cowl. So see you guys soonish. And for more everyday stuff, Instagram is the best way to find me. Bye.